I arrived at my mother's birthday celebration, only to find no place set for me. "You're not welcome here. Leave," she said icily. I showed her the gift I'd brought and walked away. She hurried after me. "Wait! I should have seen this coming. After all the fights, the money disputes, and the way my father discarded me like I was worthless, I still stepped into that restaurant, foolishly expecting something different. The moment I entered, I saw her. My mother, seated at the table's heart, laughing freely. Next to her, my father, smug, as if he'd won some unspoken battle. My sister, cousins, and uncle were there, acting like everything was flawless. None of them had told me about it. I learned of the event through a social media post. A caption read, "Happy 50th to the best sister," with a photo of them at the restaurant. I stared at it for minutes before deciding. Enough. I was going. I'd spent $3,200 on my mother, the same woman who, 6 months earlier, looked me in the eyes and vowed, "I'll pay you back, sweetheart. Just let us finish the renovations first." Then she acted like the promise never existed. The same mother who told my father I was greedy for asking for my money, who stood by silently as he threw me out of her house like an unwanted guest. The same mother I hadn't spoken to since that night. Yet I still bought that ring for her. I still picked the most lavish bouquet I could find, the kind that made the florist's eyes pop at the cost. I still drove there, still walked in, still stood before her, hoping for what? Acknowledgement? An apology? A hint of warmth? Instead, she stared at me like I was a stain on her birthday cake. "Why are you here?" she snapped. I blinked. I came to join the celebration. "I don't want you here. Go!" The table went quiet. Spoons halted mid-air. My uncle looked away. My sister squirmed in her seat. I laughed because what else was there to do? "Are you serious? Why did you show up?" she pressed. "To embarrass me? To stir up trouble?" "Embarrass you?" I said. "Mom, I came to honor your birthday." She shook her head, brushing me off. "No, you came because you can't stand not being the center of attention." "You ruin everything, Daniel. You don't fit here." A weight pressed on my chest, but I hid it. "Fine. But if I'd brought a gift, you'd have let me stay, right?" She sneered. "As if you even thought to get me one." "You're cheap, Daniel. Always have been." For a second, I felt like I was floating outside myself. Without a word, I turned and left. I went to my car, opened the trunk, and grabbed the bag. The small box inside felt heavier than it should. I strode back inside and held it up. "You're right," I said. "I didn't bring a gift. Just this $2,400 white gold ring with a diamond. The one you always pestered Dad about. The one you said someone else would buy if he didn't." Her face drained of color. "And the $800 bouquet is in my car," I added. "But you don't deserve either." I turned to go. "Wait." Her chair scraped as she rushed after me, but I was already in the car. I shut the door, started the engine, and drove off, watching her fade in the rearview mirror. That should have been the end, but it was just the start. For the next hour, I ignored my phone. No music, no calls, just the engine's hum and the occasional vibration from my bag. I had no interest in my mother's excuses. I ended up at a gas station on the edge of town, clutching the steering wheel, replaying the scene, her scorn, my family's silence. Then my phone rang. It was Mom. I let it go to voicemail. A text came next. "Daniel, please pick up." I ignored it. Another. "Come back. Let's talk." I scoffed. Now she wanted to talk after humiliating me in front of everyone. Then a text from my sister, Emma. "Mom's a mess. She can't stop crying." Just talk to her. Crying? That wasn't like her. She cut people off when they outlived their use, just as she'd done to me when I asked for my money. Now she cared? I tossed my phone aside and drove home. I grabbed the bouquet and threw it in the trash. The ring? I left it on the kitchen counter. I thought it was done. But at 10:47 p.m., a knock jolted me. I checked the peephole. "Mom!" I paused, then opened the door. There she was, makeup streaked, eyes swollen. "You left," she said. I raised an eyebrow. "Isn't that what you wanted?" She shook. "Can I come in?" I should have said no. But against my better sense, I stepped aside. She walked in slowly, scanning my apartment. Her first time here since I'd moved. Her eyes landed on the velvet box. "You really bought it?" "Of course," I said. "I planned it weeks ago. I wasn't even going to come tonight. But when I saw the post, when I realized you'd left me out, I thought, why not? Clearly, that was a mistake." She looked down. "I don't know why I said those things." I laughed coldly. "Yes, you do." She closed her eyes. I was angry, ashamed. "I didn't expect you to show up. Why? Because you never invited me?" She flinched. I didn't think you'd want to come after what happened with Dad. That didn't stop you from inviting everyone else." Silence. Then, quietly, she whispered, "I want to make this right." I studied her. "Why now?" Her voice cracked. "Because I can't lose you." I wanted to trust her, but I'd been burned before. My phone buzzed, a message from Emma. "Daniel, Dad just found out Mom left." He's livid. Before I could respond, pounding shook the door. Mom's eyes widened. "Don't open it." I knew who it was. Another bang, then my father's slurred bellow. "Daniel, open this door, now!" I had seconds to decide. Mom grabbed my arm. "Please," she pleaded. The knob shook. "He's drunk," she whispered. "At the restaurant, he lost it when he realized I was gone." Emma said he shouted that I was chasing my ungrateful son. I stared at her. "Which is exactly what you were doing." She nodded. Bang. He slammed something against the door. "You think you can take my wife, Daniel?" He growled. "You worthless?" I unlocked my phone. "If he doesn't leave, I'm calling the police." Mom tensed. "No, don't." "Then what? Let him break in?" Suddenly, the noise stopped. I looked through the peephole. He was gone. Then I saw movement near my car. I rushed to the window. Dad was nearing my car with a tire iron. "You've got to be joking," I muttered, grabbing my keys. Mom clutched my wrist. "Don't go out there." "He's wrecking my car." I broke free and flung the door open. By the time I reached the parking lot, Dad had swung. The tire iron smashed my windshield, cracking the glass. "Hey!" I yelled. He turned, breathing heavily, face flushed with fury. "You think you're better than me?" "Get away from my car," I warned. "Or what?" He stepped closer. "You'll call the cops?" "Go ahead." I gritted my teeth. "I don't want to fight you." He laughed, a sound that sent a chill through me. "That's your problem, Daniel. You've always been spineless. That's why you're just standing there." He raised the tire iron again. I didn't wait. I lunged and grabbed his wrist. We grappled until a scream pierced the night. "Stop!" Mom ran toward us, frantic. "Enough!" Dad hesitated. I yanked the tire iron from his grip and tossed it aside. "Leave, now!" He stumbled back, spat at my feet, and hissed, "You're nothing to me." Then he disappeared into the shadows. Mom wiped her tears. I didn't think he'd really..." I cut her off. "You knew exactly what he'd do. You've always known." I returned to my apartment, drained. Mom stood in the living room, arms wrapped around herself. "I didn't think he'd go this far," she whispered. "Then why tell me not to open the door?" She had no response. Later, my phone buzzed. Emma. "Daniel, where's Mom? Dad said if she's not home in 10 minutes, he'll make her regret it." I looked at Mom. "He's coming back," she shook. "I'm not going back." "Good. Stay here tonight, but if you go back to him after this, we're done." She nodded, but I wasn't sure I trusted her. The night ended with a fragile peace, Dad's fury, Mom's shaky resolve, and my exhaustion. This wasn't over, but for the first time, change seemed within reach. If you connected with this story and felt its emotions, don't forget to give it a like, share it with others, and subscribe for more real-life tales and heartfelt moments. Your support means everything, and it helps us share more stories like this. Thank you for reading, and I'll see you in the next one.